Hello, I'm Mekar Ghosh. Once again, I've come to talk to you, and you know that in my channel that I have promised to exchange my views with you and share my feelings, and at the same time that I promised you to introduce a lot of my students to, and they are really growing up, and they have some sentiments and they have some feelings and what they feel and what they think as a representative of the current generation. So the present generation I would like to introduce. Then I have already updated that uploaded a series of videos, and today really that I'm a bit concerned about something that I would like to talk about religion. Actually, someone often says that religion is a very nice thing, very it enhances our moral values, etc. But in reality the picture is reverse. That what is called religion. At first we have to know that what is called religion, because now religion has started, that means exercising its influence over the people a lot, and sometimes we are thinking that really we are very getting religious, that it is a religion, or we are getting, that means entangled in the very intricacies of the what should I say, that intricacies of the so many ritualistic affairs, etc. Actually we are sinking in ignorance, and it is really that it is superstitious belief, and it has started prevailing upon us, that in sense the religion in its essence is really very nice thing, because it enhances that means ethical values, moral values, and always teaches us to extend our hands of cooperation to the people in distress. That's why I think, personally I believe, that religion cannot be a religion unless and until it is associated with any humanitarian work. And many other charitable organizations like Bharat Swastram Sangha and many other organizations are involved in doing that extending their service to the people, and really it is a human service, and in such a way that they are also that means what should I say, they are also doing their work, and really they deserve praise and appreciation. But if the religion is totally devoid of this matter and separated and isolated from these moral values, and it is also sinking in the very particular ritualistic affairs and rituals and superstitious belief, and certainly it appears to be harmful. To speak of frankly, that if you study history, we see that at the very point of the emergence, the religion always played a very revolutionary role. That when the emergence of Buddha, when Buddha emerged, then actually the social was getting corrupt, and because of that reason, that iconoclastic, that means message is necessary. And I don't know, I am not very aware of this matter, whether the Buddha should be called iconoclastic or not, but to some extent you have to admit that when the Brahminical rituals are trying to corrupt, that means trying to get our society corrupt, then his emergence, that means sends a message of fraternity, and sends a message of, that means human beings, that means altruistic appeal to all. Certainly it will bring about brought about a nice change in our society. Thereafter there is also division, there is also clash, then also divided, etc. Every time, all over the world, whether it is Christianity, in the Islam, in our Hinduism, in Buddhism, that everywhere, that most of the cases the religion plays a very divisive role, and the history speaks volume for that. That you know, that crusade, the Arab crusade, and there is a, in the name of, apart from this I would like to say, all the very that means riots are the very outcome, the very results of the religious clash. None can deny it, none can avoid it. But what is the reason? Because they are not pursuing religion, they are pursuing their terrible rituals, and it is very simple to say that we are fond of pursuing, we are fond of, that means practicing our rituals rather than our philosophy. And if the religion is not pregnant with philosophy, if this philosophy has no appeal to the practical world, then really it is not religion. That if you have to study the Gita, then Lord Krishna never gave emphasis on the very ritualistic affairs. On the contrary, he also gives emphasis, that means yoga means not only performing that in this way physical gesture, karma yoga, gyan yoga, bhakti called gyan yoga. By knowledge you can also attain the highest truth, that by action, you can also attain the highest truth, absolute truth, and by also devotion. And that means the devotion, what kind of devotion? Devotion doesn't mean that only it pretend to be devoted to some cause. Devotion means that renunciation. You have to give up your mundane pleasure, your carnal pleasure. But at present, what we are saying, what we are watching, that most of the political leaders, most of the people are trying to influence the people with an eye to the vote bank, and they are trying to mislead the people in the name of religion. Most of the people don't have any sacrifice. Most of the people are not interested in renouncing the world. In spite of that, they say they were religious. By our nature, in our mind, and people will have to do so. No, I don't think so. I think the moral values, sense of ethics, humanitarian works playing the very, very important factor in our life to mold us religious. That whether you believe in the existence of personal God or not, it doesn't matter. Lord Buddha didn't believe in the existence of God. Many other outstanding personalities actually who are called the religious leader, they don't have any faith in this very personal existence of God. In spite of that, all over the world they are being revered, they are being worshipped as a God. What is the reason behind that? Because they are devoted to the particular cause, and they will stand by the people in distress, and they are always saying not only they have spread the message of, that means high sounding words, message should be implemented in practical life. That if it is not so, that what is the need of that? That actually on one hand that we are making a tremendous progress in technology and science, that means, and on the other hand, if we believe in ethics, in the value of ethics, in morality, then certainly that we will have a nice blending of science and blending of science and philosophy based on our feelings, or that means our action, etc., etc. And if it is to be so, then the religion really bears an essence. Otherwise, devoid of something, that religion will have no significance. On the contrary, it will give rise to the very sectarian outlook, it will give rise to the very narrow-mindedness, and it will get us involved in the riot and the clash and etc., etc. And divisive forces have started gripping us, and it is high time for all of us, particularly young generation, should be aware of it. That never I say that we have to accept what I am saying, that you are also logical, your reasoning is also there, that you have to judge everything by the reason, by the dint of your logical analysis, and that's why that it is my personal views. It does mean that you will have to accept it. You have to exercise the power of reasoning over this matter, and then you should judge whether in our society we need a better society, we need very decent society, we need very society where we can live together peacefully, at the same time that we can be logical, we can be at the same time argumentative also. But it doesn't mean that we have to be involved in clash, and that means we have to get entangled in clash, and our hatred should not be spread. And because of that reason that I have come to talk to you, and I have expressed our views and opinion, it does mean that you have to accept it. But at the same time, I make an appeal to the power of your reasoning and to your, that means particular mind, that you have to think straight, and then you should arrive at this conclusion. That's all. Bye. Thank you.